Yogendra Singh Yadav, Paramvir Chakra. Paramvir Chakra is the highest bravery award of India. It is the highest gallantry award of India. He was just 16 when he got selected in Indian Army. Just 16. And it was a time on 5th May he came to his home for getting married. But just after 5 days he got to know that he had to go back to the Kargil for war, because the war had started between India and Pakistan. On the 20th of the May, he reached there. He and his full battalion went to the Toroling hill, and he got a task there to climb up the mountain for 22 days with heavy ammunition and field putty and some food items with him on his back. Can you imagine? It was temperature in minus, and it was a steep decline of 90 degree, 90 degree की खड़ी चढ़ाई, and he had to go between the bullets to up on the Toroling hill, because there were our soldiers who were fighting there with Pakistan. And he kept moving for 22 days at a stretch. Can you imagine? Between the bullets, he used to start at 5 o'clock in the morning. What I said, he used to start at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he used to reach at night near about 2:30 or 3 o'clock. The whole day continuously he used to walk up. And in this way, everybody noticed his caliber, his power, his strength. After winning Toroling Hill, he and his battalion got another task to go to the Tiger Hill. It was the highest peak of Dharra sector, 16,500 feet. 16,500 feet. And the war was going there because some Pakistani soldiers occupied that whole area, the top of the hill. Major Colonel Kusal Chand Thakur, he said, now we have got the opportunity. India has given such kind of great opportunity to take the revenge of our brothers' death, that who have died. And he and his battalion started moving towards Tiger Hill. When they went up, again it was the steep decline of 90 degree, and Pakistani soldiers were firing from upside. It is very easy to fire from up. When you are sitting down, even a stone can kill you. Even a stone can kill you. But even when they were firing, our soldiers kept moving upside. And hardly in the end, 7 soldiers reached up, having bullets in their bodies. Having bullets in their bodies, they kept up, and after reaching there, they turned their bunkers into graveyards. उनके bunkers उन्होंने कब्रिस्तान में बदल दिए. That is the power of my Indian Army. Only 7 soldiers, and there were more than 100 soldiers of Pakistan. They took 2 nights and 1 day to reach up. And even then they were carrying so much heavy loads on their backs. After reaching there, the firing continued at a stretch up to 5 hours. But after 5 hours, our soldiers were running out of their bullets, because they didn't have any back spot, because they climbed up. And in the meanwhile, they got a great opportunity. I'm talking about Pakistanis. They got great opportunity that they can kill our 7 soldiers very easily. But you know, one soldier of India is much more capable, having great caliber more than Pakistani soldiers. They kept fighting for 5 hours, but in the end, they had to stop firing because they had very few bullets left they have. And finally, around 30 soldiers of Pakistan came out to check them that Indian soldiers are dead or they are alive. As they came near, our 7 soldiers again opened the fire in a very drastic manner. And most of them died on the spot. Somehow 1 or 2 managed to go back, and they informed that there are only 7 soldiers of India. And after getting to know about this, around more than 50 soldiers came out with heavy ammunition, bullets, their grenades and everything they had, because they wanted to destroy our 7 soldiers. But again, they were wrong. Again, they were wrong. They thought they are just 7 soldiers, but they forgot कि हमारा तो एक ही सैनिक से ऊपर भारी होता है. As they came near, they saw LMG of Indian Army. But in the meanwhile, our another soldier said, Yogendra Singh Yadav, we need this LMG. If they destroy, nobody can save us because we have very less ammunition left. And in the meanwhile, Yogendra Singh Yadav stood up in front of Pakistani soldiers and jumped up and picked up the LMG and threw it towards the friend, towards his comrade. And after that, they threw some grenades at our soldiers. And they got very badly wounded, very badly injured. One of them got his hand cut. And Yogendra Singh Yadav got a spander of grenade on his leg and the flesh came out. And he got a spander on his nose and his nose was bleeding profusely. Can you imagine that condition? Thousands of soldiers are coming towards you with their heavy weapons. And they were firing continuously, right? And in the meanwhile, one of the friends was doing first aid of Mr. Yogendra Singh Yadav. He got shot on the head. He got a shot on the hand and the bullet came from this side and went out from this side. And another friend, when he moved towards another friend, he said he has got a shot on the head. On the same time, he got a shot on the chest and he fell into his lap. And even after facing such kind of great, such kind of condition, he didn't give in. He didn't give in. After firing, most of the soldiers were dead there. And Pakistani soldiers started saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. But they forgot one lion is still alive. What they forgot, that one lion of India is still alive. When they were shooting the dead bodies to recheck their dead or alive, they shot Yogendra Singh Yadav as well, but he was not dead that time. He was alive. He got a shot on the shoulders, groin area and the legs. But he didn't let them know that he is not alive. He showed that he is dead. Can you imagine when the smoke was coming out from his chest and everything from the marks of bullets? The smoke was coming out, but he even didn't make a little bit noise. He didn't let them know that I am alive. He bore this pain. He had the courage to muster up that he stood up in front of the Pakistani soldiers when they moved back and he threw a grenade, one of them. And the grenade got stuck on the hood of the jacket of Pakistani soldier and his head blew off. And in the meanwhile, he picked up a gun. He picked up a gun and started firing from behind one stone to another stone. He kept rolling here and there, but he kept shooting, he kept firing. And you know what Pakistani soldiers thought? That Indian army has come. Indian army has come and they started running. They went into chaos. And that was the time जहां पर हमारा एक सैनिक सैकड़ों सैनिकों पर भारी पड़ गया. And everybody ran away in front of one soldier. He was badly injured by that time. And one more thing about this, when they were shooting dead bodies, for recheck, they again shot him. And finally, one of the Pakistani soldiers put the gun on his chest. But you know, जाके राके साइया मार सके ना कोई. And it was a time when he was having a purse in his pocket, and the purse was filled up with the coins of 5 rupees. And that's why bullet couldn't touch his chest. And that was the time when he understood, अब तक नहीं मरा तो मरूंगा भी नहीं, अब तो सिर्फ मारूंगा भी. And that was the time when he threw the grenade and every Pakistani soldier ran away from there. Finally, he got to know about their whole plan. He checked everything, their bunkers, their ammunition and all the things. When he started moving back, he saw his friends. Some of their lungs were out. Some of them had no hands on their shoulders. Some had lost their hands, legs. And even Yogendra Singh Yadav had got 17 bullets in his body. 17 bullets. He was very badly injured because of grenades. And still he had the courage to fight against Pakistan. This is the power of Indian army. This is the power of my Hindustan. When he was going back, he saw his friends. He tried for a moment, but he thought, now I have to save my other team, my full battalion. And he started moving from there. Can you imagine? It was the top of the hill. Everything was covered up with snow. He even didn't know that he is in Pakistan or he is in India. He was badly injured. He had lost a lot of blood. He was feeling dizzy. He was fainting that time. But still he had the courage to go back. And when he thought that I have to go back, he didn't know the ways. But he tells many times that I don't know from where a voice came. And the voice said, "Beta, is naale ke raste se niche utar jao." I don't know who was he. He was a god or somebody else. And he started moving back from there. Finally, he was hanging up on a rock, on a stone. And there, our two Indian soldiers saw him. They came to him and they picked him up on the back. It was 2 p.m. It was 2 p.m. And when they started moving from there, it became night when they reached to the commanding officer, Kusal Chand Thakur. Because it is very easy to climb up a hill, but it is very hard task to come back from a hill having load on your back. But finally he reached there and Kusal Chand Thakur asked him, what is the requirement of soldiers to combat the Pakistani soldiers? And he said, we need only ammunition and field fatigue. Then he asked, don't you need food? Don't you need anything to eat? He said, no sir. Because 72 घंटे से भी ज़्यादा हो गया था, they had not eaten anything. They had only half packet of biscuit and they were fighting continuously there. This is the power of my Hindustan and this is the power of my army. And it is you will feel very happy because on the same night, our soldiers, our army again went up and covered up and killed everybody. They killed every Pakistani soldiers there. And on the same day, they won up the Tiger Hill. वहीं पर हमारा जो तिरंगा झंडा था उसको लहरा दिया. This is the power of Indian Army. This is not only one story of Indian Army. There are thousands of stories of Indian Army. When you will feel a lot of proud that you are an Indian. There was a time when the Pakistan and India's war was going on, and America helped Pakistan. America gave such kind of tanks, they could not be destroyed with any kind of bullet, any kind of weapon, any kind of grenade. And Pakistan got overconfident and said, within half an hour we will reach Delhi. Within half an hour we will reach Delhi. But that was a time when Russia helped us and gave such kind of bombs, जो कि हमारे सैनिकों को अपने साथ लेकर टैंक के नीचे घुसना था. It means to destroy one tank, one soldier has to sacrifice his life. But what do you think? हमारे soldiers पीछे हटे? No. Thousands of soldiers took the bombs in their hands and they went under the tanks and they destroyed all the tanks. That day, America said, अगर मेरा पैसा और इंडिया के सैनिक मुझे मिल जाए, I can conquer the whole world. मैं पूरे दुनिया को जीत सकता हूँ. मैं पूरे दुनिया को जीत सकता हूँ. Sabram, he was a great martyr of India. When he sacrificed his life, he killed 3 terrorists in Pulwama. And his wife was pregnant of 9 months that time. And she was admitted in hospital. She was admitted in hospital. लेकिन जब उसका अस्थि कलश घर पर आया, his wife came out from the hospital अपने पति को खाना देने के लिए. एक भारतीय गर्भवती महिला भी आई. This is my Hindustan. This is my Hindustan. So I am very proud to be an Indian. I think you are also. And now I would say some lines in Hindi as well. हम चैन से सो पाए, इसलिए वो साथी सो गया. हम चैन से सो पाए, इसलिए वो साथी सो गया. वो एक भारतीय पुत्र ही था जो शहीद हो गया. जिस दिन तू शहीद हुआ, ना जाने तेरी माँ कैसे सोई होगी. ये तो तय है, तेरे सीने में उतरने वाली वो गोली भी रोई होगी.